Visual Sound. I wanted to talk to you today about the new H2O pedal. When I first created H2O, the Liquid Chorus and Echo back in 2001, I was actually the music director at a church in Florida, and I needed a pedal that would just create this big, majestic sound to fill up the big room that we were in. I used chorus and delay before to do that, but I was never completely satisfied with it, so came up with this. This is the first H2O, 2001 vintage model. This one actually I just grabbed off the shelf earlier today and noticed the sticker on the back. I'm not sure if you can read that, but it says Kirk Hammett from Metallica. So the H2O Liquid Chorus and Echo ended up getting used on church stages, arena stages, club stages. It was a very popular pedal and did really well for a lot of musicians. It gave them the sound they were looking for. In 2007, we upgraded it a bit and gave it the V2 series look, which is this die-cast aluminum housing and these indestructible foot switches that I designed, and that would last for 10 million hits. So this qualifies now for our lifetime warranty. As an aside, we're actually the only pedal company in existence that offers a lifetime warranty, and we've been around now for almost 20 years and create stuff that doesn't break, so we can stand behind it. But that was the second H2O. The new H2O is this little guy right here. It's quite a bit smaller than either of the two previous versions. In fact, if you put two normal small single pedals together, put a cable between them, that's actually bigger than this. The reason is we put the jacks up on the front, and it creates this really small footprint. We also added just a ton of features and sounds to this thing just to make it way notched up from either of the previous versions. So it's smaller and it has a lot more things going for it, which I'll show you in just a minute. It also has two separate channels that are genuinely separate. We've always had 2-in-1 pedals like the Jekyll and Hyde, the Route 66, and the original H2O. With the V3 series, this series, what we've done is give you completely two separate pedals that just happen to be sharing one housing. So you can go in here and out of there, in here and out of there, or if you want to do it the easy way like we did over here, in one side, out the other. You can change the order of effects, you can put it into a MIDI switching system, just anything you can do with two pedals, you can do with this. So that's what's kind of neat about it, and the smaller footprint makes it a lot easier to fit on your pedal board. Still covered by the lifetime warranty with our new Forever foot switches. These little guys, they look traditional, but they're not. And they actually interact with gold-plated contacts on relays that are indestructible. Lifetime warranty again. We're the only folks that do that out there. So let's take a look at some settings to get started with here. Let's tackle the Echo channel first. Check this out. Love this Echo channel. It's completely different than the on the original version or the V2 series version. And it doesn't last. The Echo delay time doesn't get as high a maximum delay time as it did before. It gets about a half second, but the sound is just really cool. Check this out. You hear it getting kind of crunchy and gnarly as it fades out. So, love that. Also, if you want a really short echo, something that's approaching a reverb, check this out. I can flick it over to short, change the knob settings, and of course anything in between these is fine too, but it's... So it's getting really darn close to a reverb. In fact, it does a pretty decent spring reverb imitation. Can do the long delay, things in between. It's pretty cool. Let's look at the severely notched up chorus channel that we've got here. Let's see. I'm going to put it on a lush chorus setting, and yeah, let's check this out. This is kind of cool. One of the things that we added to the new V3 series H2O is this little tone knob right here. Something I'd seen on some old choruses of yesteryear. I thought we'd throw it in here too. I'm going to roll that tone off so you can hear that that same thing again. Back up again. So that comes in handy. Another range that this thing can go into besides the lush chorus is just a really light kind of phasey chorus. Gotta crank the depth knob all the way down, keep the intensity up for the moment, and check this out. Putting the intensity down to minimum now. Second position. Back up to full. Now, something that the H2O has always been able to do, and we've kept this sound on the new V3 series as well, is a Leslie setting. So I'm going to change the knobs a bit here, get into Leslie territory. Personally, I like this a lot better than using a Leslie cabinet because I don't like lugging around a 200-pound cabinet. This thing's less than 2 pounds, so it's a little bit easier. Check this out. Not bad for a pedal, huh? It's kind of cool. Another thing that it can do, and this is a new sound out of H2O, is we added this chorus vibrato knob. Quick story behind this, actually, is that years ago, with the old flat top H2O, this one, a well-known songwriter here in Nashville named Gordon Kennedy got in touch with me and said, "Hey Bob, can you make the H2O chorus, can you make it do vibrato instead of just chorus?" So I thought about it, I was like, maybe, sure, why don't I give it a try? So we ended up creating this little mod for Gordon, put a switch on the pedal which could make it go from chorus mode to vibrato mode. And he kind of liked it, and we ended up doing the same mod for several other people. It became known as the Gordon Kennedy mod. I'm not sure if he knows that, but he should. Anyhow, check this out. I'm going to turn it over to vibrato and crank the depth back up. Let's get that intensity down a little bit. And yeah, check this out. You're waving up and down like that. You can adjust that with the width control and also the depth control. Get all kinds of variations on that vibrato, so it's one of the cool new settings on H2O. Let's see. Let's talk about the detune switch over here. That's another new feature, another new switch that's on the H2O, and it has a bit of a story as well. Several years ago, somebody sent in a broken H2O to me and had a note attached saying something's gone horribly wrong with the chorus channel. So I was wondering, well, what is he talking about? So let me set this up here real quick. Basically, okay, there we go. Okay, yeah, basically what the guy sent to me that was horribly broken sounded something like this. Now, he called that something that was horribly wrong. I thought it was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. So I held on to that and I sent the guy a new pedal, which he was very happy about, very grateful for. And I thought, man, someday we need to include this crazy, wacky sounding ray gun kind of a thing, or actually, if I was doing single note lines, it sounded like a ray gun. With chords like that, it sounded like something from Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon, you know? And I thought, we've got to include that someday in an H2O. Well, that day is now, and it's in the V3 H2O. Check out what you can do with it. I'm going to swing it back over to vibrato, And let's see here. Okay. Okay, so let's now go where nobody has gone before. Is that cool or what? I tell you, I'm having more fun with this new V3 H2O pedal than I have with any other pedal in a really long time. So hope you really enjoy it yourself. When you get a chance to try it, remember it can do lush chorus, light phasey chorus, vibrato, Leslie, out of this world space effects like you just heard a second ago. It's a blast. And if you want to expand your creative horizons in the studio or on stage, this is a great pedal to do it with. Again, thanks for joining us. Thanks for listening. Appreciate it. And we'll see you soon.